Hello ladies and gentlemen, and it is another movie review time. Yeah, to my fans, I am trying to get out this best movies list. We've filmed a good portion of it, but copyright issues, I uploaded it and they blocked it worldwide using trailer footage, so I just need to get around to re-editing it. So probably not going to be using as much footage of the movies in the list, so you're going to get more of my face, and Jaren's face, yeah. Because who doesn't fucking love that? But anyway, this review's pretty late. I saw it a week ago, and I just haven't really had the time to film a review. Busy as fuck lately. But anyway, here I am. World War Z. Creative intro. Insert here. Witty lines. Joke about movie. Zombies.
I need you to help him.
You're asking me to leave my family.
I'm not gonna force you. Don't pretend you're not well suited for the job.
Baby?
Tell the kids I'm coming back. Just know I'm coming back.
World War Z, the new zombie apocalypse movie starring Brad Pitt and mostly unknown people. I recognise James Badge Dale and David Morse and stuff, but for the most part it's a relatively small and not that well known cast. But directed by Mark Forster, I don't know, the direction didn't really have much of an impact on this movie. It's just like, yeah, it's a movie, a bit. The shaky cam, it was used kind of well, but it did annoy me a bit. But the only other movie of his I've seen is Machine Gun Preacher, which it didn't do that great critically, but I remember enjoying it. I saw it a few years ago. I didn't think it was that bad. But and another thing that interested me when at the movie we were watching the intro thing, and it had some of the credits, and I saw the writing credits and I saw Drew Goddard on there, and I'm like, oh, he co-wrote Cabin in the Woods. This could be good. That was a great fucking movie. But I didn't really notice any of that. I think Cabin in the Woods, all the greatness of that was Joss Whedon. But anyway, World War Z, it was a pleasant surprise. The trailers didn't really do it much justice. A lot of people were pretty excited for it. It's adapted from, very loosely adapted from a 2006 book written by Max Brooks, I believe. I haven't read the book, but I've heard it's really good, and apparently the movie has just gone way off the rails of the book. Like, apparently it's nothing like it. So fans of the book are probably not going to really enjoy this, but honestly I thought it was good. The trailers kind of made it look like a piece of sloppy dog shit. Like, the CGI zombies looked pretty bad, and to be honest, the CGI wasn't that great in the movie. It was better when the camera was really high up and far away. And a lot of the practical zombie effects were really cool as well when you get to see them close up, because the trailer didn't really give us any close-ups, and the actual movie, yeah, the zombies actually looked really cool. Brad Pitt, he's always great. I don't know what you think of him, but he's one of my favourite actors, and he does well in this movie. He's not over the top, he's subtle, but he's still good, and a lot of people are saying, oh, is Brad Pitt going to save the movie? And yeah, he is one of the best parts of the movie. He's a great actor. But, yeah, I think it was a good movie. It was a little, I've been battling with how to say this, like, I'm not sure, like, is it a little boring, but not boring, but it kind of left me wanting more, but really hard for me to explain. It kind of left me wanting more, but not in the good way. Not as in, oh my god, that movie was so awesome, I can't wait for the sequel, oh my god, I have to see more. It was more like, at the end I was kind of thinking, that was it? You know, I don't know, it just didn't seem like enough went on. Honestly, I don't really know how to explain it, but it was pretty far from boring. It just didn't entertain me that well. Like, it was intense, like, scene to scene, bang, 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 action, action, action. I'm not even sure what genre to put this in. It's part very small part drama. There's pretty little character development. Basically, the scenes where he calls his family and stuff, and yeah, that's about it. You don't really care about that many of the characters. It's part horror, of course, although since it's only rated M or PG-13 for Americans, it's not that gory, so it doesn't really have a lot of opportunities to be scary. There are a few great jump scares. There was one I actually squealed in the middle of the theater, and yeah, I'm not that good with jump scares. But anyway, what else do you call it? It's primarily an action blockbuster, pretty much. But there's also like sci-fi elements and shit. It's really cool. Basically, the overall storyline is it's the zombie apocalypse, and I like it how they actually show it break out. They don't exactly show how it's broken out, but they do show the breakout of it in this major city and how everyone deals with it and stuff. And these Jerry Lane, Brad Pitt's character, and his family, they get to go on this big ship that's saving a bunch of people. Well, it's more of a government sort of thing. And he used to work for some government agency or something. I don't even remember, but yeah, so they send him to go and they agree to keep his family safe on the ship if he goes around the world trying to search for some kind of cure or just for information on the apocalypse. And he goes to North Korea and Israel and I fucking can't even remember. But the highlight of the movie is definitely the second act. The scene where they're in Israel and the plane scene. People who've seen the movie know what I'm talking about. The plane scene was a particular highlight. I also like the scenes where he was with that girl called, I believe she was called Segan, that soldier, and yeah, they banded together for a while. And a lot of the quieter scenes were honestly really good. For this movie, a lot of the time less is more, including with the CGI and everything. In the scene where they were going through the hallways trying to find, well, I'm not going to tell you what they were trying to find, but like, when they're sneaking through the hallways, it was tense, but everything else was action-packed, and a lot of the action was edgy sort of stuff, and the movie was very well made, and the hordes of zombies, it was a really cool concept, seeing the zombies pile over each other. But yeah, CGI, best view from a higher angle, and less is more. It looked really cool. Some of them, there were scenes that from like a news helicopter or something, and panning down, all the zombies just hoarding everywhere. It looked so cool. Yeah, my major problems with the movie would probably be some plot holes and shit. Like, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but some stuff didn't really make sense. The acting wasn't brilliant. Brad Pitt wasn't at his best, but I mean, it's Brad Pitt. He was good, and yeah. But yeah, it was very action well made. It just kind of left me wanting more, but not in the good way. It's probably not something that I want to watch again. But if there's a sequel, I'll probably definitely go see that, see where it goes. Maybe it'll sort of get me into buying the first one. I think I read somewhere that it was going to be a trilogy, but I'm not entirely sure. But maybe it would have been cool if they'd kept it true to the book, since I heard it was so good. I don't know, fans of the book, tell me, would it work as a movie? I don't know, I've heard some people say that it wouldn't really work as a movie, but like I said, I don't know shit about the book, so don't think I do. Oh, and I saw this movie in 3D. They used the 3D pretty well, but it didn't really add anything. As usual, I'm not a huge fan of 3D, but the particular session I went to was a 3D session, and yeah, it was 3D, you know, stuff coming out at you, and 3D and stuff. Anyway, I've pretty much talked about everything I want to talk about on World War Z. I've probably forgotten a bunch of details because I saw the movie a week ago, but anyway, I'm going to get to rating World War Z. One of the best Hollywood movies of the year. Hollywood hasn't been doing great this year. Shitty blockbusters. No, I've only seen about 13 movies this year. I really need to see more if I'm going to have a nice list to put together at the end of the year. But anyway, World War Z, I'm going to give World War Z an 8.4 out of 10. Good acting from Brad Pitt. Very enthralling, edgy seat action, well made, just, it kind of left me wanting a bit more, and I wish the movie was a bit smarter, I'm not sure. The character development wasn't that great, even though it was sort of supposed to be, and I don't know. But overall, yeah, really enjoyable movie. If you're into zombie movies, I'm not sure, because it's not your particular gory, dark survival zombie movie. It's more of a is an epic. It's more of a widespread, showing the whole pandemic and the more political side of it, and just how people have dealt with it. And I found that very cool. And yeah, great movie. Look forward to other shit that I'm making, including the movie list, which copyright, fucking YouTube, copyright Nazis, and I fucking have no idea what to say, and I'm swearing too much again. Oh well, fucking this, fucking that. Have a nice day.